Now, I don't typically do product reviews, but today I was given a drone. So, I mean, it's one of a toy drone, not a photographer's drone, but it was given to me so I could practice and play. I think my friend understands that I want one in the long run, and I will probably be using them in videos, but I guess he found a good deal maybe on the drone, or thought of me when he walked past it and bought a drone. So he gave it to me today, and I'm going to give you an unboxing. I didn't have time to, I didn't have the batteries either. It doesn't come with batteries, and I didn't buy them. So although I have some old ones, I might try them out. Anyway, point is, this is an unboxing of a Galactic Z, or Galactic X, I mean. Yeah, a Galactic X. So we'll see how I do at unboxing. I didn't do well with the intro, but the unboxing may turn out to be interesting, so check it out. My friend and fellow YouTuber, Timothy Painter, gave me this. It's a drone. You know, it's not like one of those expensive ones. It's often called a toy, but I get to play with it. He gave it to me so that I could learn how to fly a drone. I think I'm going to try and do an unboxing. Depends on whether or not I can put the camera in the right spot. And I'm going to play with it just before sunset. This is a Galactic X. So we'll try and take it apart, see what it's all about, maybe fly it. Who knows? Got a kitchen knife that I've had in the fire, or in the, it's discolored because I left it on the stove one day, burnt the middle of the blade, but it still works. Certainly adequate for unboxing. For doing this unboxing, I gotta undo well, I can just take, in case you can't see it, I can just take the tab off of here, and then it undoes. So let's see what we got here. There we go, coming out. Hopefully you can see it. I've got all of the parts all over the desert floor here. Gotta pick them up. Maybe you can see that. I'm gonna go around the other side of the camera. Check it out. Yeah, it appears the camera is set up okay for you to see this. So we've got a Galactic X instruction box, or pamphlet. In fact, there's two of them. One is English and one is the other instructions. So we'll try to get this out of here. Here's some blades and what looks like a strap, like a belt type strap. This is a USB charger. Who knows? Maybe a battery in there. That didn't work. Try again. There we go. And inside that kit we've got, that looks like a battery charger. That's a battery. So I'm going to go plug this into a USB port as soon as I get the wire loose. Sometimes they tie these up in a manner that makes them difficult to untie, but not very often. That one's not too bad. So I'm going to plug this into a USB port. There's also another, don't know what this is. It's also got a USB on it. I'm going to have to read the directions. Well, I still haven't read the instructions, but I've got the battery plugged in, and I can unhook this wire at the back. Seems like there it goes, popped out. Something fell on the floor. Hope it's not a leg or anything like that. It's a plastic support. It was supporting and protecting the camera inside. The camera's got a aerial. It's actually supposed to be gimbaled, but it's not. And it doesn't seem to have the ability to shoot down. Maybe it's, oh yeah, no. It does, it's already, no, I can kind of, no, every time I try to adjust it, it comes right back to where it was. There's a tiny amount of adjustment that you can make, but it's just because it's kind of loose. So it's essentially going to shoot forward and down at an angle like that. So now I'm looking for like a hole, a female hole for a male battery plug-in. Oh, here's a door of sorts, looks like. Open to, you unlock it there, there, like that. I'll be able to put in a battery there when the battery is charged. So I'm going to put that on the box down here, try and get the controller out of the box. See what holds it in. It's inside a bit of, oh, there's a bit of tape here. So if I cut that, I'll be able to access it. I cut the wrong part of the tape. Here we go, there we go, little cut. This tape, I don't know if it's holding, I don't really know it's holding anything in, but it looks like it should be. There's another piece of, oh, that's a piece of plastic that was being held in place. Man, look at this thing. I'm gonna rip this part of the box right off. Now the controller comes out, and the controller has a back plate with a Phillips screwdriver screw in it, and anyway, it's got a button up and down for trim. I wish that was automatic. In other words, it should start up, I would hope, and be trimmed. I'm not needing a manual thing. Then it says headless mode, speed. I understand there's 2 speeds. And then there's another trim, like back and forth trim and an up and down trim. And of course an off and on button. And when I turn it on, nothing's happening. So I'm going to, what is this? Model number at the bottom. There's no battery entry there. So it looks like you need a Phillips screwdriver to put some batteries in it. There's a button here for stunt and a button here to turn the camera on, and of course this is actually pretty good for what I think is a relatively cheap drone. These controls feel pretty good. They're not totally smooth, but they're the spring seems heavy on them, to tell you the truth, but I know it's going to spring back to where it's supposed to be. So I think that's pretty good. Anyway, I'm going to examine the box to see if there's other things. There's nothing rattling around in the box, so I'm going to assume that there's nothing else to this. Like I said, these are the props, the propellers. So it's time for me to read. Is this one English? Yeah, it's English, and it has scan the QR code to install Galactic app on iOS 5 or higher. So I'm going to have to do that scanning, and then on the phone that I'm currently using to record this. So I'll do that first, download the app, and then we'll see what happens when I try to fly it. Maybe I can fly it on my older phone Not really sure, but if I can use the older phone to fly it the first time, then I might do that, or to record the video. I'm not sure what the phone actually does. It may just record the video. Well, it's getting too dark. I need to load 6 of that size battery. I can't even remember what size that is, AA or A battery, I'm not really sure. But they're large, and I use these in my flash in photography. So I found 6 of them in my bag. I'm not sure if they are used. I have no idea how old they are, but when I turn the unit on, I get a light. Well, I did get, maybe they're dead. Anyway, with 6 batteries I'll be able to use it, but it's getting too dark to use this tonight, so I'm going to give it a try tomorrow, sometime, maybe the next day, because there's no reason to drive into Quartzsite just to find some batteries. Anyway, this will be quite a cool little copter. It's got red lights and white lights. The white lights are at the front. It has a camera which will be 720p, I think, something like that. It's not going to be necessarily something that's of quality for me to use in my videos, but it'll be certainly be fun to play with. So that's it for my Galactic X. We'll see how it works out. It'll be, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a lot of fun to play with. I do want to use a drone at some time in the future, but this is not designed to be a photographer's drone. It's designed to be like what do you call it? They call it a toy. It's designed to be an FTP, meaning or FPT. I'm not really sure. It means that you're going to be able to visually see where you're flying, but the image is not designed to be cinematic or anything like that, and it'll probably be too what do you call it? There probably won't be great stabilization, and the image quality will be relatively poor, but it'll be fun to fly, and hopefully in the next day or two I'll be able to show you it flying.